Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, let's take a look at what we can expect this weekend. I don't know. Do you guys think it's going to be a quiet weekend or a crazy weekend? Probably crazy. They're always crazy. It's always crazy in the Trump administration. So what can we expect? What do we need to know to be prepared for this weekend? What is in our highest and best good to know from Spirit for this weekend? Let's take a look at headlines, okay? So we are going to take a look at headlines we can expect to see this weekend. We have female athlete, respondent, plaintiff. Let's see what else we have. These cards that I'm starting off with, these are my keyword cards, but so I make these myself. So if you're wondering, like, what cards is she using? That's what I'm using. Okay, we have judge, we have heir. Heir as in someone who inherits, not as in a mistake. What else do we have for headlines for this weekend? Can you guys, I don't know if you can hear it because he's pretty far away, but my dog is outside and he's going crazy because the neighbor dog is barking. Okay, we have female politician. Let's see what else we have. What else should we know, Spirit, about this weekend to be prepared? United States of America. Seems like it's always the United States of America, doesn't it? What else? We have Iran. Ooh. Media source news outlet. United States of America and Iran came out back to back. So I want to take a look at this really quick. And I want to use these Whispers of the Unknown Oracle. I'm so excited, you guys. I ordered some Trish James Oracle cards, but they're coming from Australia, so they haven't gotten here yet. But I'm really excited to get those and use those for readings. I think I'll probably use mine actually a little bit less once I have those because those are really good. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us about United States of America and Iran for this weekend? Okay, that was interesting because the third card that came out, I'm going to push these up out of the way, guys, okay? So the third card that came out was media source news outlet. And the first card that came out from these Whispers of the Unsolved is corrupted media source. So that's that confirmation. That was Spirit telling me bring it back down. I wondered about that. So that was Spirit confirming that. Okay. So we have something about United States, Iran, media source news outlet, and a corrupted media source. So there's going to be information that's going to come out that's coming out from a corrupted media source. So what does that mean? Does that mean that it's something that we can't trust? What is there to know about this weekend? U.S., Iran, media source, news outlet, corrupted media source. Parental figure. Inside. A corrupted media source, someone on the inside, regret, and affair cheating. Okay. Well, this makes no sense at all. Okay, let me have a minute here. Let's use some tarot. What's going on here? What do you have for us, Spirit? Because you're throwing me. I'm almost wondering, you know what I'm almost wondering is if I'm not getting this, if I'm getting what's happening with Trump and with Rupert Murdoch. Because Rupert Murdoch is a parental figure. He's been in control of Fox forever. He just recently stepped down to allow, I think, one of his sons to run the company, but he's still so very much connected. Inside, we have this judge, respondent, plaintiff. I feel like this is part of it because Rupert Murdoch is going to be the respondent or the plaintiff. Okay. There's a judge, Rupert Murdoch. Corrupted media source. I'm almost wondering if this is like what Trump is going to claim. He's going to claim corrupted media source. But you know what? I feel like what this is going to do is this story is Trump suing. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I like jumped into the middle of this. So for those of you who don't know, Rupert Murdoch and the the Wall Street Journal, excuse me, gosh. The Wall Street Journal put out a story that described a birthday card that Donald Trump gave to Jeffrey Epstein, signed by Donald Trump, referencing their secrets, their life of secrets. Sorry, you guys, my dogs are wrestling now. They just really want to be like present in this video. Okay, so that's the story. So the story comes out and Trump says, fake news, the lying Wall Street Journal and, terrible, corrupt people, whatever. None of this is true. Okay, so he filed a like $10 billion lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch and Fox. But what I feel like this is leading to is this is going to lead to regret by Trump, because by suing them, now there has to be a deposition. He's going to be deposed. This is the beginning of the end, you guys. And I've been telling you that the end of Trump is coming. I thought it was coming in May. It's taken a little bit longer. We're in July. This, though, makes me think of he's going to regret it. And this is someone who's in handcuffs and well, they're in jeans and a shirt. But if you look at it, like just glance at it, it looks like they're in a prison uniform. I'm almost wondering if this isn't Trump regretting it and it's going to have implications. He is in a position now, though, where I don't know what he does, because he either doesn't fight the why do I keep saying Washington? The Wall Street Journal. Okay, he doesn't fight them. And then people think, okay, well then obviously it's true. Or he does fight them, but then the truth comes out. There's no way. Well, I shouldn't say that because he's skated before. So I shouldn't say that there's no way. But I think that this is finally the thing that is going to be the demise of Donald Trump. I think this is the final nail in the coffin. He's sick. His body's falling apart. And now he's being exposed allegedly as a pedophile. And, as always, you guys, I don't think I said this. My readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. So I think that this sums up this. So I feel like there's going to be more that develops over the weekend about this story, about what's going on with Trump. And we may see Trump. We're probably going to see him have some Truth Social posts that are a little bit unhinged. And yeah, I think that it's going to continue. Okay, now I want to look at the United States and Iran. Can we connect to this now, Spirit? What do we have for the United States and Iran? United States and Iran. Okay, rival, competition, neighborhood, caregiver, medical staff, female, abuse, neglect, cleanup, we have female, and then we have female politician up there, and I'm wondering if those go together. That's a terrible shuffle. Neighborhood, caregiver. I'm wondering if there isn't going to be some kind of a strike. Oh, I said strike, and then we have the death card that comes out this weekend. Sad, emotional. There's something going on. This could be continued fallout from the initial, whatever Trump calls it, his 12-day war, or whatever it was, 7-day war. But I feel like this is issues with things that happen in neighborhoods that are making people sick, okay? That's requiring medical treatment. This rival competition is the energy between Iran and the United States. But I feel like I'm wondering sad, emotional, death, abuse, neglect. I'm wondering if this is neglect. I'm wondering if there wasn't some type of, I don't know. I'm getting really bad vibes. I'm getting vibes of like perhaps chemical warfare that was used during those strikes to Iran from the US. I'm wondering if there isn't something that stirred up from that is making people sick, but we haven't heard about it yet, or the connection has not yet been made. Or perhaps there's cleanup. They're trying to hide it. Maybe the US knows, but the situation is being neglected. And I just feel like a lot of people are getting sick. I wonder if it's affecting predominantly women. Very interesting. I'll be curious to see what this one turns out to be. This one's been a little bit not so easy to understand, huh? Okay. So what else do we have for this weekend, Spirit? Let's just do some general tarot, or excuse me, some general oracle cards. We still have that female athlete, female politician, and air. You know what? I'm going to put those over here like this. So remember, we just need to watch for those in the headlines. If you guys see what that is, come back and tell me. Biology, chemistry, scientific, trash. Fear and devil. Accident. We have distraction. Be careful of the news this weekend, you guys. I feel like we had, what was it that we had? We had something else that was a distraction. So there's just been so much of that. Trump's health is very much being used for a distraction to try to distract from this Jeffrey Epstein situation we have here. I'm sure that there has been evidence. They're working hard to distract us. Yes, working hard to distract us. But someone has been hired to create an accident. You guys, there is a bounty on Trump for, I don't know, like they've crowdfunded it, Iran. It's like 40 million or something insane, but they are crowdfunding to assassinate Mukduk Trump. And I'm wondering if they're like hiring people to get this going. Wouldn't that be funny because I haven't felt like Trump may go natural causes, but I have not felt like that. I have felt like he is going to be taken out. I have felt like that he's going to be Mukducked from just the beginning. And I could be so wrong, and I could be reading the energy of the cards totally wrong, and it happens. But I just do not feel like I feel like he's making these deals with these terrible people. I think that could be the end of the Epstein investigation. It could be him being taken out. I don't know. I just feel like with collapse, it's just all falling apart scientifically, medically. I just see so much going on here. Now, one thing I want to look at is we have secluded area, we have trash, we have disposing of evidence, and we have devil. There was a man who unalived his 3 beautiful baby girls, Travis something or Trevor something. I'm so sorry for not getting his name right. Actually, no, I'm not. He's a terrible person, but he's missing. He's hiding. And he's been hiding in the mountains. And I'm wondering if they aren't going to maybe find him this weekend. That could be what this energy is. That would be really interesting if they end up finding him. Okay, and then I think that this has to do with Iran for sure. The distraction, again, be careful, you guys, because the things that are being put out there are to distract you from what's really going on. Things are being hidden, all right? Systems are collapsing. Our government is literally collapsing in front of our eyes. They're working hard at dismantling everything, sowing fear so that people are afraid. All right, let's do some tarot. Let's get into the tarot. We haven't done any tarot yet today, you guys. Okay, so can we let's just get a little quick look at Trump's health for the weekend. just see if there's any updates for his health. And we look at Trump's health. If you guys are ever curious to know what cards I'm using, if you click on the description box down below this video, there is a link to my website, which is just bobbiereads.com. And there I have all of the different decks that I use, so you can check it out there. And also I have the portal to book a tarot reading with me. So if you've ever wanted to have your own private one-on-one tarot reading, then you can book that on my website. Okay, you guys. So we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about ego, being very, very self-centered, but it is also about material success. I wonder if he's going to be pampered or given something, or, you know, his abundance and wealth are going to comfort him through the weekend, because we're looking at his health. But he's got that Nine of Cups, very, I mean, a lot of financial, you know, abundance, which he's got that from his grift. Okay, so we also have the Eight of Wands, but there's something, news is going to come out this weekend. News about something. Eight of Wands is change or news coming out. There's going to be something about his health. So we'll just have to wait and see, you know. They may say, because they said it was that chronic whatever, but most people are saying no, it looks like the other, gosh, sorry you guys. It's like I'm filming this Friday night at 8:30 and my brain is shut off. I need to never film at this time ever again because I cannot recall words. But anyway, but what I was talking about is they said that he had one type of a diagnosis with his veins, vein insufficiency, chronic venous insufficiency. But most people are saying it's actually looks more like congenital heart failure. Now, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, so please don't listen to me for anything scientific or official or medical. But there is news that's going to be coming in. The news could be just honestly covering it up more. You know, it could be the release of, okay, well, maybe now he has, maybe it's a little bit worse. It depends on what the story is behind the scenes, right? Like, what are the theys trying to do? Who are the theys? The theys are the people that really run the show. The old money families, the people that call the shots, the people that tell the government what to do, the people that buy and own the politicians. Okay. So they're the ones who really call the shots. And I feel like they're the ones orchestrating this. So it kind of just, you know, it's like, what do they want? Do they want Trump out? Well, then they could start dumping lots of information about him being sick and more Epstein stuff, you know? Do they want to leave him in there for a bit longer? Well, then the news might be a cover up. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see what that energy is. Okay. And then we also, let's get one more card, please, for Trump's health. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, it can be irresponsibility, not taking care of things. He's still not taking care of himself. So this weekend, he's just going to do what he normally does. And, you know, he's not going to take care of himself. He might be not drinking as much Diet Coke, but it's kind of like too little, too late, you know? Okay, so now that we've looked at Trump, let's look at just general energy in the United States. General energy in the United States for this weekend, please, Spirit. What can we expect? If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free and a fantastic way to help out my channel. Okay, we're looking at general energy for the United States. Let's see what we've got. We have the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is people coming together. This is celebration. This is community, merriment. This is good energy, you guys. I like this. This could be, especially with like communities, this could be communities coming together. So maybe not something like a very huge, but within small communities, people coming together, celebrating. The challenge this weekend that we're facing is the Page of Cups reversed. So again, this is that card of being irresponsibility. Okay. So we all need to be careful that we're not being immature, childish, or irresponsible. But we also need to look at the big picture too. Are people in leadership positions being irresponsible this weekend? Sorry about that glare. Here, let me try to move that. light up a little bit. It's not really any better, but we'll make do. Okay. The energy that we're coming from is the Four of Wands reversed. So this, you guys, it keeps coming up and I keep talking about it. The Four of Wands, when it's reversed, is a card that talks about a rite of passage. And I very much feel like what we're going through, it's not really rite of passage, but it gives me that same feeling of like, this is what was destined. This is what we're meant, where we're meant to be right now in order to have the change occur that needs to occur. So even though it feels super messed up and we're like, why are we having to live through this? Why are things so terrible? We're actually right where we need to be. And this is that Four of Wands. It always pops up to remind us of that. And it's usually in a spot like this, past energy, where it's like, okay, or it shows up down here in current energy. Looking ahead where we're headed this weekend, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords reversed is about lies and deception. But this is also, when it's reversed like this, it can be people giving up and just walking away. So we could have a tendency this weekend to want to give up, want to walk away from something, but we may see this on the bigger stage as well. Is there someone who's just going to give up this weekend? Give up on something? I don't know. Trump has a lot of reasons to give up, but is it going to be him or is it going to be someone else? Okay, the destiny, the overarching aim theme is the Seven of Wands. You guys, we had the Seven of Swords reverse, and now we have the Seven of Wands. So we have two sevens. Let's keep our eyes on that, okay? Okay, so the Seven of Wands is a card that talks about having a lot of strong resistance, a lot of opposition. This is a card of advocacy. So I feel like people across the country are standing up for what's right. We will probably see some localized protests, demonstrations, people protesting against ICE, standing up and advocating for those that can't advocate for themselves. So this is really, really beautiful energy. I love this. What we don't see coming is the Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed is an offer that doesn't appear or a disappointment. So there could be a disappointment that arrives this weekend. And those disappointments might look like different things, okay? For some areas, there might be natural disasters. For some areas, there might be, something else. This might be personal, but there could be disappointment that comes this weekend. The energy of the weekend is the Fool card. Okay, so this is the beginning of something. The Fool card it's a beginning. It's a new adventure. And I'm wondering if we are now at the beginning of something new. Female politician. I'm wondering if we're going to have a female politician that's going to finally crack. What if we have someone like a Marjorie Taylor Greene or, Laura Loomer, someone like that, who finally cracks and opens up a new, or demands, I don't know. I'm just feeling like female energy cracking this open. And I don't necessarily feel like it's Democratic. I don't feel like it's like AOC or anything like that. I don't think it's that the Democrats are going to put pressure, because I don't think that they are. I think that this is going to be within the party. But I think we're going to start to see some new energy. People are like, no, we want to look at this. And this is, and for everyone else that's not in the government, when we're not looking at that, this is new beginnings. This weekend is a weekend of new beginnings, new opportunities. If you have the opportunity to do something new, do it. Beautiful energy for that. Environment for this weekend is the Queen of Wands reversed. This is feeling very controlled or lacking virtue. Okay. So you might feel very restricted this weekend, or there might be things that happen that lack virtue. Be aware of that. Keep your eyes open. Are you doing something that lacks virtue? Can you stop? Are there people around you that you need to be wary of? What's our government doing this weekend, making people feel controlled? Is this more ICE raids? The hopes or fears for the weekend is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is departure or abandonment. I think everybody wants Trump to go. This could be the fear of something leaving, something going away this weekend. Okay, this is being left alone. And final outcome for this weekend is the High Priestess. Way to end on a high note. Yes, the High Priestess is all about intuition. This is a card about inner knowing. Rely on your little inner voice this weekend. Listen to that intuition. Listen, there's secrets too. Secrets are going to be revealed. So we may have some secrets that are unveiled this weekend. This is a very powerful, powerful card. It's energy that's very connected to source energy. This is a very rich, divine, feminine energy. This weekend, you will be very much tapped into your intuition. So really listen to that inner voice. If you get a gut feeling to do something or go somewhere, follow that. Absolutely follow that, because your intuition is going to be incredibly strong this weekend. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I hope that you liked this reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards. Sorry this reading was a little bumpier than normal, but you know what? We made it through. So hang in there. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.